What's going on, everyone? Happy Friday. Welcome to another session of Business as Usual. We got a quick show for you today, and let's get right into it. So I want to just show you guys what I do on a daily basis. I put this for 2 o'clock today because a lot more listings are available during the day than in the morning. Like I've been checking every morning, maybe 10 or 12 listings are brand new. But by the time lunch rolls around, there's like 100 listings on the market. So let's go ahead and get started and see where we are at. Business as usual. Here we go. Here's my information. If you want to call in or just get in touch with me after you've seen the show or seen the replay, here's the information there. So new listings. You guys want to check out some new listings with me? All right. So what you need to do if you're looking for a property, forget about Zillow, forget about Redfin, forget about Trulia, Realtor.com. Go to my website. It's rico.atcoastal.com. And let me go ahead and share this screen here. Make sure I get that done. Still new at this, but I'm getting the hang of it, guys. We are going to go here and share. All right. So hopefully this is working out good. This is rico.atcoastal.com. And yeah, it's working. Sorry. Got to check out what's going on with YouTube. So a little malfunction there. Anyways, so rico.atcoastal.com. This is a site that is going to be updated frequently. A lot of times people send me listings that they want to take a look at, and it seems like they're already under contract. So here we go. Let's take a look. rico.atcoastal.com. So, and it's pretty easy. Just type in what you want here, whatever city you want. But let's take a look at some new listings, shall we? And how do I do that? Let's go to, let's say buy. No, I'm in the wrong place again. I did this earlier and I just totally messed it up. Give me a second, guys. All right, here we go. The search engine. Who'd have thought? All right, new on site today. This is 539,000, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, Pembroke Park. Here's a nice little townhome in Pembroke Park, Virginia Beach for $299,900, 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath. I'm looking for something that'll catch my eye that looks good on the outside. Right now I have buyers. Let's see. We always keep about 15 to 20 different things going on. So we have buyers and sellers at the moment. Let's see what my buyers are looking at. I have a buyer in like the 250,000 price point. We've got buyers in the 400,000 price point. We've got buyers that are looking for investment properties. We got one that needs to sell their house, looking in $1 million price point. And I'm not sure who that one is. I got a little whiteboard over there looking at that. So let's just go ahead and look at Elizabeth City. Reunion. That looks good. I'm looking for something. All right. I like this one. $499,000. 414 Las Gaviotas Boulevard. This is in Chesapeake. I want to say it's like Great Bridge area, like right around that area. 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath, 2,400 square foot. Let's take a look. Nice. This is clean. If you're a seller and want your house to stand out, you got to keep the yard manicured just like this is showing. Let's move on. Here's a nice shot of what the entrance looks like. Another shot of the entrance. It's pretty cool how the trees come across like that. I like that. I don't know why they did this. They went into awesome entrances into the freaking washroom. They should go straight into the kitchen to keep people's attention. So they went into, this is hilarious. This is what not to do when you put your pictures on the MLS. Awesome pictures up front. Boom. Into the washer and dryer area. Nobody really wants to see this. Courtney, my wife, has always taught me you want to make the first 3 to 5 pictures pop. So front of the house, kitchen, if it's beautiful. But now we're getting into the house. Now, finally, we're into the entrance. So it needs a little bit of updating. This is $499. Some people may like this. It's clean. If they staged it, it would look even better. I personally would purchase a property and put new flooring in here. But some people like the wood flooring effect here. We've got a fireplace. That's hilarious. It looks like it's on. I don't think it's on, though. They probably just put that there. Moving on. I've seen enough of this one here. Let's keep looking at some other properties. Matter of fact, I'm going to take you into the MLS. Let's go into the Realtors Zillow or search engine. So right here, you can see there's 100 new listings available. So let's take a look at that. And I'm going to sort these by list price. So we're going to see, let's see what's available in the million. Oh, there's one in 1376 Wyatt Mountain Road, $2,650,000. It's 9,722 square feet. Let's see what this looks like. Wow, where the heck is this? Dyke, Virginia. All right. I didn't even know this was in our MLS here, but let's take a look at some pics. This is dope. You've got a house in the middle of nowhere, mountains, probably like take some guns and shoot some ducks up in that deck there. And looks like they're growing something. Hopefully it's not illegal. This is gorgeous. It's a little out there. Amazon will have a challenge going up there to deliver your packages, but who wouldn't want to buy this and make it like some sort of a Airbnb type thing? Look, you got the people up there. They're in the shot. That's hilarious. This looks gorgeous. Look at all this land. Let's see how many acres this has. It's built in 1998. Has, doesn't say the acreage. I don't see any acreage. 9,722 square feet. Am I missing? Yep. They left the acreage off. Charlottesville, Virginia. Known for breathtaking mountain views, exquisite winery. So it's probably like a little grape thing here. Grape farm. So that's pretty cool. Let's see what else we have here on the hot sheet for today. Let's go look into, I don't know, maybe $599 price point. Let's see here. There's one in Deep Creek. That's in Chesapeake. This is a new build here. Okay, has the neutral colors. I like the way they did this. The flow looks good. If they needed a better camera guy here. All right, here's another thing I like to do, guys. I like to go and see what sold. So there's 28 properties that sold on this list here. And what I like to do, I'll see what the property listed for and what it actually sold for, just to get an idea of what the market's looking like. So real quick, this one in Chesapeake, Virginia, Flagstone Key, its original list price was $703,848, and it sold for that. It was on the market for 1 day. So it lets me to believe that some people are not offering under list price, especially for new construction. Let's see here. Here's another one. And this is in North Carolina, which is a different market here. It looks like the original list price was $702,700 and it sold for $757,000. So they probably put some upgrades on there. It was on the market for 23 days. It kind of gives me an idea of what the market is looking like. Let's see here. 4245 Caps Creek and Nansemond River on the market for 42 days. Original list price $625,000 and it sold for $625,000. So those of you that are on a hunt for a home at these price points right now may not be getting deals that are under list price. Matter of fact, I'll go into that when we look into some of the weekly trends here. Ocean View East. Here we go in Ocean View, the new hotspot that people are doing Airbnbs and stuff in. Listed for $595,000. Boom. It sold for $565,000. That's a $30,000 hit. Not hit, but like what happened here? It was on the market for 87 days. It kind of tells a story too. It's a new house. Not sure what happened there. It was built in 2019, but they got a pretty good deal. Could have been anything. Could have been the appraisal went low. Could have been no offers came in. I mean, it was on the market for probably about 90 days, almost 3 months. So maybe the seller got just wanted to get rid of it and offload it. Who knows? Another one, Suffolk, Virginia. List price $569,900 and it sold for $569,900. Spring Hill, Smithfield. Look at this. List price 444, the original list price, and it sold for 534. I think they made a mistake probably inputting this in the beginning. That's almost $100,000. So they probably tried to list it for 544, but who knows? It's been on the market for a long time, 300, almost a year. All right, here we go. Here's a good one. Williamsburg, Virginia, original list price 529. It sold for 525. So they got a little discount there. It may have been an appraisal issue, or maybe that was the only offer that they got. Market time 55 days. Virginia Beach, original list price 510. It sold for 510. That's in Bellamy Manor. All right, let's go look at the lower price points. Like some first-time home buyers are in the $200,000 to $300,000 ranges. Let's go to Cedar Lakes. Let's check this one out. This one is a condo. This one has a $310 condo fee a month. Original list price was $258,900. It sold for $248,000, so they got $10,000 off there. But it was on the market for a long time. Who knows why? Never know. Here's another one. 892 Gaslight in Virginia Beach. Okay, it's a condo as well with a $215 condo fee. Original list price was $250, went down to $245. So just looking at what's sold, you might be able to get a little bit under list price, maybe, in the lower price points here in Virginia Beach. I mean, all right. So moving along, let's check out some weekly trends. I'm going to go over this way. So this is a weekly trends area. I look at this to figure out, I'm studying the market now. This is business as usual. So I like to look at what the median sales price is. So what median sales price means is there's a whole bunch of sales that happened last week, a whole bunch of closings last week. Half of them were over 300,000, according to this, and the other half were below 300,000. So that's what the median sales price last week, January 28th, looked like. If you compared it to the week before, the median sales price was 310. So the median sales price is coming down, but that's a little bit different than the average sale price. The average sale price, that same amount of closings that took place last year, this is the average sale price. So we know what the median is, half and half. The average would be about 348. Let's just call that 350. So people are buying homes on the average of $350,000. That's like the hot spot where people want to go. More people qualify for that. The week before was 365. So maybe it's trending down. It's hard. I mean, and this is a month ago. It's not what's happening now. I can tell you what's happening now in my weekly market update. If you'd like to get into that, just go ahead and email me there. And this one is a stat of a year ago, 330,000. So it's still increased. The average price point, the average sales price has increased from last year, 5%. So it's going like this, but it's still increasing from last year, giving me vibes that real estate is a great investment and still continues to grow, no matter what the media tells you. Settled sales means closing. So this is how many closings took place last week. I'm going to round up to 300 closings happened last week. So if you listen to people saying houses aren't selling, 300 of them happened last week. That was just last week. Okay. Compared to, everybody say hi to Courtney. Compared to last year, 529 of them. So it is a decrease of closings, but an increase in home values going up. And you can get into a ton of conversation as far as what's going on here. Median days on the market. Let's see here. Last week, $103 million in real estate was sold last week. So no indication that the market is crashing. It may be slowing down a touch compared to the week before and the year before, but it's still a strong market. We're coming into the spring market, which is a good time for buyers and a good time for sellers. Currently, the Hampton Roads is in a seller's market, okay, which means there's more buyers than there are inventory. All right, so last week, we had 501 properties go under contract. I think we put a couple under contract last week too. So that is staying stable compared to last week. It was only a 1% decrease from that, almost 19% decrease from last year. That just tells me there's less competition out there when buying. There's still competition, don't get me wrong, but there's less compared to 2022. Here's some that were removed from the market. Some of these people just got taken off the market because they couldn't handle the market. Maybe nobody was buying them. Maybe they overpriced them. But 125 homes were removed from the market or off market or withdrawn last week. Okay. Average percent of price change. I always look at this. This lets me know, are prices going down or up? Most of the time, if you're changing your price, it's because the house is not moving and you got to lower the price a bit. So average percentage of price changes were in the negative, meaning, all right, most people are not changing the prices. They're probably getting them under contract and seeing what the appraisal values it. And people are starting to price their homes right now. That's good news, because the last couple of years we went through, we were going crazy. People are overpricing their homes, or not overpricing their homes. They were taking offers that were more than what the property was valued. When they closed on that home, it created a new comp, and then it gave permission for everybody else in the neighborhood to sell their homes at that newest comp. And I think that's what kind of went crazy there. All right, so what's next up? Let's do an article review real fast. Let me check the comments. We got a couple comments here. Realtor Cordy Gonzalez says, hey. What else? What's up, babe? How you doing? Amanda Legaspi says, hey. And Amanda Legaspi, thank you. Rico and Cordy Gonzalez, the best realtors in the 757 area. We helped Amanda purchase a property last summer, and she's happy with her property as well. Thank you, Amanda. All right, so what's next? Article review. Go back to my website and check out these blogs here. Let me go ahead and share this screen. I hope I'm still sharing it. I think I'm sharing it now. All right, so here's an article. You may not need as much as you think for your down payment. It's an infographic. Let's click on this. You may not need as much as you think for your down payment. If you're planning to buy a home, here are some things you need to know about your down payment. Here's a misconception. Many people believe you need to put 20% down at the purchase price when you buy a home. That's not always the case. Here's an example. You buy a $300,000 home. Many people think they need to save up, what is that, $60,000? And for a young guy, saving up $60,000 seems so long, but you may not have to do that. If you can do that, that makes your, I think it makes your payment lower. But let's see here. The actual numbers. Here are the actual numbers. This is national statistics here. First-time home buyers, 6%. They only need to put about 6% down. So at a $300,000 home, I don't even know that's less than 30. That's less than $30,000. What's 6% of 300,000? Let's see. 300,000 times 6%, $18,000. Okay. Can you save $18,000? You can do it. Develop a game plan, put a little bit to the side for your house fund. Okay. All home buyers, 14%. Of the purchase price, and then repeat home buyers, 17%. And depending on the type of loan, some buyers are able to put as little as 3.5% down to buy a home. That is crazy. So a lot of times you'll need $9,000 to $10,000 to purchase a home. So knowing this, develop a plan, call me, email me, text me. I'll connect you with a lender. If you need some credit repair done, I got a credit repair guy. It's pretty good. Next level with Terrell and Nija there. And we'll get you a game plan to get into a new home. It's super easy. 2023 is your year. Here's another. Experts forecast a turnaround in the housing market. Here we go. This is good news. Most of the time it's all doom and gloom. And I like to look at each side. What are people saying? And then I'm the boots in the ground. I kind of figure out what's really happening. Experts forecast a turnaround in the housing market in 2023. The housing market has gone through a lot of change recently, and much of that was a result of how quickly mortgage rates rose last year. It was crazy how it rose last year like that. Now, as we move through 2023, there are signs things are finally going to turn around. Home price appreciation is slowing from the recent frenzy. We kind of saw that when we looked at some of the prices that sold. Mortgage rates are coming down. And what's crazy is they did come down a bit, but nobody really talked about it. It's like the media just wants you to go crazy, doom and gloom. And on the flip side of that, major banks and institutions are buying up whole neighborhoods. I did a reel on this. When markets change, you want to find out and follow where the money's going. And it looks like if the banks and everybody else are buying properties up, why aren't we doing it? Why aren't we doing what the wealthy are doing? I'm back. All right. Mortgage rates are coming down. Inflation is easing and overall market activity is starting to pick up. All of that's great news for the housing market this year. And here's what the experts are saying. Some guy named Christian Doritas from Moody's Analytics. Here's what he said. The current state of the housing market is that it is certainly in transition. Duh. All right, who's this guy? University of Pennsylvania's Wharton School. Housing is going to ease up. I think 2023 will be a turnaround year. Okay, here's some real stuff. NAR, National Association of Realtors. I pay into this guy. Mortgage rates have fallen in recent past weeks, so I'm very hopeful that the worst in home sales is probably coming to an end. That's good news for y'all. Spring market's around the corner. I'm here for you. Last guy, National Association of Home Builders. It appears a turning point for housing lies ahead. In the coming quarters, single-family home building will rise off of cycle lows as mortgage rates are expected to trend lower and boost housing affordability. So that's great news there. One more. Let's do one more. I saw this. I wanted to do this one first, but excuse me. Should I rent? Should you rent your house or sell it? Okay. This article goes into the age-old question. I'm a realtor. I would love for you to sell your house, but if it makes more sense for you to rent it without taking a hit in your finances, rent it, make some money off it, and use it as an investment. This talks a lot about short-term rentals or STRs. You guys know them as Airbnbs, Vrbo, stuff like that. Short-term rentals come with responsibilities. Successfully owning and renting a house takes work. Think through your ability to make that commitment, especially if you plan to use a platform that advertises your rental listing. Most of them have specific requirements hosts have to meet, and it takes a lot of work. So in Virginia Beach specifically, they have cut the Airbnbs and short-term rentals down. I think you could only do them in like Sandbridge for some reason. So all around Virginia Beach, you can do it, but there are cities that are like, they're messing with the rules to almost like prevent you from having short-term rentals. There's ways around it, which we can talk about later if you give me a shout. But I do know there is some legislation going on to fight back so that we can have these Airbnbs back, have these short-term rentals back, in the future. Hopefully we'll hear something by July. So what does that mean? That means if you're an investor, we just read articles how rates are coming down, housing market is turning around, Airbnbs, according to a little birdie that I heard, might be coming back around. It might be a good time to start looking into that. Maybe. It does warn you managing a rental property can be time-consuming and challenging. All right. Risks of hosting include renting your place to rude guests, theft or damaged property, complaints from neighbors, potentially regulatory violations, depending on your location. So you have to know the risks involved. You got to count the cost before you make your investment. Okay. Almost done. We are almost done here. Let me get out of this, remove that. Here's some of my information down here in case you guys want to reach out to me. We do okay in social media. My email is rico@coastal.com. I'm on Facebook, Mr. and Mrs. 757 Realtors, Rico and Courtney Gonzalez. We're on Instagram. We also have Mr. and Mrs. 757 on Instagram. My personal Instagram is @Rico7500. I answer every DM, so hit me up there. TikTok, Mr. and Mrs. 757. YouTube, Mr. and Mrs. 757, just any platform you see, just type in Mr. and Mrs. 757 and you should see us there. Things are rocking and rolling so far personally for Courtney and I. Right now we have 2 listings that are active. We've got 3 under contract. We've got 2 pending. I've got another 2 listings coming up in February, and it's not even the first, it's February. It's not even the second month of the year. Things are rocking and rolling. We had a first-time homebuyers class last weekend, and we had Terrell with Next Step Credit Repair. He rocked the house. We had Angie Seabree come up from Tidewater Mortgage Services. She locked it in. We invited a whole bunch of people, ended up having about 20 buyers, potential buyers, come to the event. People won gift baskets. People won some prizes and all that. So we had a fun time. It was so good. We're actually doing it again tomorrow. So go to if you're interested, if we still have seats, I think we only had a few left. If we still have seats, you can register via Eventbrite. Go to my Facebook page, Rico Gonzalez, and just scroll down a little bit. You'll see the how to register type thing. And if you can't get in, just DM me, call me, email, text me, and maybe we could do a one-on-one. I'll give you everything that we're going to talk about then there anyways. So that's what's going on. This is an idea that Courtney and I came up with. I'm about to finish this up. We're going to do a podcast, and we're going to watch an episode of House Hunters, and you're going to get our reactions. And, it's going to be kind of like that. What was that show? Mystery Theater 3000, where they watched these 3 little puppets, watched all these movies and made fun of it. It'll probably be the same thing. So stay tuned for that. I love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Oh, one last thing. We did have a person ask, what advice would you give to a young college student looking to purchase a home? And didn't think about it too much, but here's what I have. Save your money. Save enough money for at least a down payment. Okay, so that's whatever price point you're looking for, $200,000, $300,000. Save enough money for a good down payment. Let's say 3.5, 4% of that. So if you're looking at a $200,000 townhome, 2, 4, 6, 3 to 5%, but $6,000 to $8,000. Save that money. Okay, if you could save another 3% for your closing costs, you would be in good shape to get yourself there. Keep your job. Don't quit your job. Keep a good record of history for your job history. Keep some money in your pocket. Call Mr. and Mrs. 757 and we'll get you into a place. Now, I'm going to let you guys go. Love you guys. Bye-bye.